See, sometimes I'm right.
I don't think they'll be able to access it.
Yeah, what's up? It's just-
Are we?
Oh, really?
How long are they gone?
Hopefully they'll be able to be going soon.
Do I have everybody back?
No, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, because I think they're expecting.
We'll just give it another minute or two, and if not, then I guess I'm gonna have to punt. If nothing else, the dress is for cute, right? It took me 2 weeks to fit. I looked through my wardrobe. I was like, what's it gonna, honestly? I know I'm getting old and short and fat. But,
Why do you keep saying you should get shrinking?
I am shrinking. I think with it, right?
Since
You
the
guys
day I
shrunk,
met
right?
you, you said that.
I've been shrinking for a while now. Why do you think the heels are here? It's all it helps. Not so much with the journalist thing, but it just helps with the look. Plus, it's awards night, so you should be a little glitzy and all that stuff. Do we know why we have a problem?
Technology.
Journalists don't have that problem. Like when I write, it's just a pen. So
What about if your electric typewriter doesn't work anymore?
that's
Or your computer
Yes.
crashes?
You're up. You're working.
Oh, people are on.
I just think people.
Are we still stuck?
No.
No, we're not still stuck. Can you just keep going?
Okay. All right. So this is how I had realistically tried to put together a bunch of clips for all the nominated projects. I was unable to do that. So what I would like to do, if at all possible, is for each category, if you are here or present, those folks can't speak because obviously they don't have access to do that. So if you're in the room, I'll just have you speak a little bit about the project, and of course I'll name the winner, and then you can come up and say something. I think that would work out very well. Here it is. Does anyone have a preference on what I start with? No. We'll start with this. Okay. Everything is okay? It's working? Okay. So, best comedic short film. There were only 3 or 4 entries, actually. Carol's was too long, so obviously we can't do a short film with this. So, sadly, I only had 3 to choose from, which makes me sad. So, if you know anybody who does comedy in the future, please let me know. So the 3 nominees for Best Comedic Short Film are Flat White, which is our friends from Australia, Silver Sizzle, and Dad's New Roommate. Were you all here to see it? Otherwise, give them the log line, Pat.
81-year-old guy decides to go on Craigslist and get a new roommate, and his family comes around and tries to have a stage intervention to talk about it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. So it was a tough decision because actually Brian Russell, if you know him, has incredible projects. And so it was very, very close. And after long consideration, it's so Dad's New Roommate as the best comedic short film. So come on up and say something. You're just killing it with this film.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, yes.
Thank you guys. Thanks for all the judges. Awesome. My cast made this movie. I wrote it. My cast made this movie. They sold it, and they're the reason it's funny.
Yes.
And they're the reason that it works.
Yes.
And to be up against Brian's film Silver Sizzle, which is brilliant. I'm sure the other one. I haven't seen the other one, but I have seen. I know Brian. I've seen that film.
Yeah.
That film's awesome.
It is awesome.
To be in competition with him at all is awesome. But to win this is fantastic. And thank all of you guys for enjoying it. And best to my cast and producers, the judges, and team. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Maybe you are a talent. Talent. All right. On to thriller, action, or adventure film. So again, sadly, I only got like 3 or 4 entries this year, which is unfortunate. It seems like a lot of people aren't really doing that with the shorts, or at least they're not coming to me. So we have 4 different categories, 4 different films, I should say, excuse me. So we have The Assassin's Apprentice 2, we have Calls, we have Uncaged, and we have Grampy. Is anybody here for that? Well, they're probably on the Zoom, aren't they? I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, so after careful consideration, I picked 2 because I just couldn't pick one. So we have one winner, which is Assassin's Apprentice 2, which is Russ Emanuel's project, which is a beautiful sci-fi espionage sort of short film. And then our second runner-up winner is Brandon Keaton for Calls.
Okay.
I'm super excited about that project because I got him kind of haphazardly, and he's just an absolutely lovely man. He's got a great deal of talent. It's a cute little, I shouldn't say cute little short film because it's about a killer, etc. And I love the twist ending to it. So I feel very confident in giving you both a win for that. So congratulations on the doing good so far. Okay, so we're gonna jump around a little bit because best cinematography in a short film project over 16 minutes. Okay, we have 7 different ones here. First of all, we have the Assassin's Apprentice 2 once again. Another Christmas in Manhattan. Dixon, what's Another Christmas in Manhattan?
It's about takes place on Christmas Eve, and it's about 2 people who should never have met that meet. That sort of sums it up.
There you go. Je suis libre, I'm free. Kate, you know more about that project almost than I do.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Je suis libre, I'm free is about a woman trapped in a failing marriage who decides to liberate herself by pursuing a career in the arts while fearing simultaneously that the people in her life will judge her for that decision.
He's really good, actually. Thank you so
Is
much.
that-
That's better than what I would have said.
Is that a free film?
That was awesome, right?
Does he have
We should be writing that. Thank you so much, future founder. The Pinto Variety Hour. For those of you that haven't seen it as of yet, it is a short animated project. Veronica, you'd be good at this because you did the panel. What's it about?
It's about a rageaholic pinto bean who is he is basically surrounded by people who misunderstand him and don't really understand. He's not getting the respect that he would like and needs from his family and his coworkers, but because he is a rageaholic, he also doesn't realize that his attitude is affecting the way that people interact with him. But it's really funny and
It's cute.
yeah. And
Hilarious.
it's in a world of creatures, so mystical creatures.
Absolutely.
And R.J. Sullivan basically is adding human relationship issues in this mystical world. It's a really good series. I like it.
How'd you guys get so good at this? Holy man.
Research, a lot of research.
There you
Good
go.
teacher.
Welcome to my world. Dolphin Dilemma is a short film beautifully shot by Olivia Andress. Talks about the current climate change and how it's affecting dolphins and the crisis that's going on with that beautiful project. Trumpet Player is a short that's done by an Australian wonderful actor. It's an 8 or 9 part series, I believe it is. Him and his struggle to get back to music and find himself, which I thought was extraordinary. And then The Journey of Malcolm, Miracle, and Dave, which is the story of 2 men, one of which is a guard, one of which is a prisoner. And they form a very unlikely relationship and learn about who each other is by their time incarcerated together. So they're all beautiful projects. They're incredibly difficult to pick. However, once again, we have a winner and we have a runner-up. So our winner is Je suis libre, I'm free, because I feel that that's a wonderful project. And it was a close call, but the secondary runner-up winner is Another Christmas in Manhattan. Dixon, do you want to come up and say something? Because Sandeep is on here.
No, he's not here. Sandeep Kumar is the writer-director of the film from Austria, and he came to New York. It's the second film that we made together in this Another Like series in Manhattan. So the first one was Another Day. This is Another Christmas. Thank you to everybody who voted. Thank you to Cindy for hosting the festival, and it's something where we got involved maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and we shot it all in a taxi cab, basically. So it was all shot in one location, which is the cave.
Absolutely.
I like how you got the personality of the Uber driver.
He's not a friend the Uber driver got, right? All right, on to a bit of the actors because they're some of my favorite people in the world. Unfortunately, I didn't have a whole lot of shorts under 16 minutes, and I shouldn't say that. I should say I had a number of them, but there weren't a lot of really strong female leads. So I had, I think, only 3 to choose from, but they were all extraordinary. I loved all of these projects. Those of you that were here earlier to see the project Unchanged, the lead actor how do we pronounce her name? It's
Sohaila.
Sohaila, thank you. Sohaila Mahor, I believe is her last name. Unchained is the story of a young woman who is trying to navigate a relationship with her father figure, basically, who she has been abandoned by for quite some time. And they have a chance meeting, and he's ready to reconcile, and she's ready to be unchained from him. Beautiful production. There's this girl called Ashley, and she's here with a production called Starcross. So what's that all about?
Yes.
Either one.
It's a beautiful story about love, loss. My character goes through a significant loss during which originally the story was about cancer, but then turned to the pandemic and COVID. I worked in the COVID ward and lost my husband and my child. And it's just a touching story that I think we can all connect to in our own ways about love and loss. And
Well put. That's almost better than capitalism. And the third choice we have is Monica Piper. For those of you that haven't seen Grandma Bruce yet, this is from Brooke Sebald. She's an LA-based filmmaker. She did a lovely story about a young woman who's in a beautiful relationship with another young woman, and she's lost someone very close to her, her grandma, as she calls it, Grandma Bruce. And so she's driving around, dropping her girlfriend off, and all of a sudden Grandma appears behind her. She's a foul-mouthed, just poor passenger who's there with a big message for her. And it's beautifully done. I'm very proud of Brooke and the work she did. Monica Piper is an incredible actor. If you don't know her, you should look her up. Once again, it's always a very close call. And for me personally, the main decision came down to what actor was the lead through the entire project and who did an amazing job and who led with emotion and did her best. And I have to say that we unilaterally picked Ashley.
thank you so much.
Look how pretty she is.
You guys are fantastic here. Thank you so much for having us in
Absolutely.
our project, and we get to go out with a bang. And thanks to my on-screen husband Jeff, who did an amazing job, and Pat for creating this beautiful story. Again, that chicken skin thing we talked about
Yeah.
yesterday, the goosebumps. It's just so lovely to have this film. I feel like have its moment over the last year and a half now, and it means a lot that we get to finish off in your festival with our film tonight. And thank you so much for this beautiful honor. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you
You
so
earned
much.
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Some happy people. Okay, let's stick on the line of best female actor, only this time in a feature film. This one was super, super difficult because of all the different projects, and they're very good. We have 4 different competitors here. To those of you that have seen or not seen Mummy Murders, best description for Monica.
You did it.
Oh, you see her?
Yeah.
Mummy Murders is the story of a journalist who happens to be sitting in a coffee shop randomly. All of a sudden, a gentleman pulls up, sits down on a chair next to her, glasses, fascinated by her. All of a sudden, starts telling her a story, and she soon realizes that he is a murderer who's been embalming his victims. And so we have a 90-minute journey of watching this entire thing play out. It's very clever, it's very cute, it's very well orchestrated, very well written. Huge fan of this film. And actually, the reporter herself got nominated by my judges, and her name is Layla Scott. They have a movie called Between Forever. Tiana Bland. That's it. That's how I pronounce it. So Between Forever is the story of a man and woman that meet by chance, actually. And so they spend an entire day, they find they're attracted to each other, and then said male finds out that this woman is married and in a bad relationship. So by the end of the movie, we get to find out if she stays true to her heart, which is to go to this new man, or if she decides to stay in her situation. Has a very beautiful ending. She does a tremendous job for range, and she's a wonderful, wonderful actress. So that's Between Forever. So we have 2 for pickleball. So Catherine Curtin and Carol both. Is there anything you want to add to the audience about pickleball that we don't know yet?
Just go out there and play like these 3 best friends that must learn pickleball and compete in a tournament, and their life changes in ways they have not thought.
I get you. So our fourth contestant, as I call it, is Mary Buss. She's an actor from Thank You, Amelia Earhart. In fact, she spends 90% of her time in a wheelchair. She's old, crotchety, resentful,